Hi, and welcome back to Collab. Today we're gonna open Corsair's RS120 ARGB and Corsair's RX140 ARGB. So first things first, I decided to go to Corsair's instead of Leon's, as price-wise I think that's a better option and probably a better entry for any sort of PC funds. So to start with, we're gonna go to the RX120 and see. So here's the box, still sealed. I'm gonna move the 140 away. There's a nice design in there. So we've got some technical specifications in the box, such as the dimension, which is 120mm as expected, and 25mm. So it's not one of those 30mm fans, which can be even better than it is, but yeah. But then we got the speed, which goes from 420 to 2100, which is a really great place to be. So let's open the box. Let's open one side, the other side, and then we should have the lever to open on the top of the box. As usual, Corsair always puts the manual on the top of the boxes, so that makes things easier and they can save on paper, so they don't have to print proper instructions. And here are the fans. So they've got this super chilled wrapping. Yeah, it's a nice built fan. We're gonna peel that later once we install it in the computer. We got 3-pin connections and 4-pin connections and another 3-pin connections here. Also, these are 4-pin connections. Yeah, so we can daisy chain them to any other Corsair fans or any other fans that has the same 3-pin connections. So we're gonna keep one fan there. Here's the second one. They're all the same size, as you can see. A nice logo right there. And that's the last one. So for Corsair, I feel that the fans, they are not that flimsy. They're quite sturdy actually, so you might get a bit of whine when they're in low RPM, but still a great fan. What else we've got? There's the warranty. Here's the safety and compliance information. If you want to read it, you read it. I'm gonna pass this because I've read it before. And then we've got some extensions, so we can drag the cables in the back, and it's great for cable management. The 140, which I'm rather curious. I'm gonna use the 140 as a exhaust fan and try to fit in the back of the box, similar to the 120. We've got 140mm per 25mm, so yes, the same 25mm. And the speed, you can see that the speed is roughly different. It goes from 330 to 1700, so it's not as strong compared to the 120. It's probably due to the size of the fan, so you can't go that fast with a proper big fan. Similar to the other one, we've got the instructions on the top, some wrapping around, and oops, a lot of cables popping out. So we've got 2 packs, 2 extensions, and here's the fan. Similar to the other one, nice and sturdy. Here are the cables. They are not so long. I wish the Corsair made longer cables than this. So sometimes you're gonna struggle with some cable length. So you cannot really feed these to the back of your computer if you use some sort of hub. So you definitely need the extensions. Okay, so let's compare both. So if we put the 120 side by side with the 140, you can see that it is way bigger, so it can make a difference on your computer by the amount of air they can push and pull. But it's more of a preference, whatever you like. And why would I go for Corsair instead of Learlings? First of all, price. Learlings are quite expensive at the moment, so it's not really worth it spending $150 or British pounds. And second, Corsair's IQ Link. I still think that Corsair's IQ Link is way better than Learlings software, so you can control every single color or whatever you have linked to the IQ on your system. So I still think that the software is more improved compared to Learlings. Yeah, and I think that's it. There's no other pros from Corsair to Learlings. So if you've got some money left, some cash in the bank or whatever, so you can spend those funds, go for Learlings. But if not, I'll just go for the budget ones, which are great, gonna do a proper work, and they're quite fast, and they are not that loud. So I've got a set of 5 in my computer at the moment, so I'm gonna install these and see how it goes, and I'll show you later. Thank you. Please subscribe, leave a like, share, comment, and I'll see you later. Bye. La vida es un carrusel.